Hello guys, this is Max Acosta at fulltimemusicteacher.com, and today I want to take this opportunity to show you a system that is going to change your life. A lot of times we have a problem that we don't know the direction that we're going to. We have a problem that we might feel that we're in a plateau. We're not moving anymore. We might be going to our jobs, we might be going to our daily lives, and we just don't have a direction of where we're going. What I'm going to show you today is a technique that I have learned through a lot of study of different books, different videos, different courses, and through my own life experiences as well. This is something that I'm applying to my life right now, and I'm very surprised and very excited about the results, so much that I actually wanted to share that with you. That being said, the system is a goal setting system that you will be concentrating on one thing at a time. And then it's going to be one thing that is going to derive from that thing. Let me explain this, right? So let's say, for example, when I'm 50 years old, I want to be financially free, right? That is a very, very big thing to accomplish. That's not a definite goal. So how would I get there? Well, there are certain steps that I need to take in order to get to that point. And if I just think about the main goal, if I think about like getting to the financial freedom, but I don't have a road or a breakdown of the steps to get there, I will just not feel confident about going there, and I will quit along the way, right? So that being said, the system I'm going to show you today is going to change your mentality. It's going to change what is called the paradigms. We all come with things that were ingrained into our subconscious mind from when we were young. We have things that are called the financial blueprints, for example, that determine or that control your thoughts in regards to money or finance. As an example, if you come from a family that is very conservative, that they just don't like to spend, that they watch the prices for everything, that they believe that money makes people evil, or that money is the root of all evil. I don't know if you heard that saying before, but that's a very popular saying. If you heard that, then that means you probably come from a financial blueprint of a family or someone that maybe didn't have the mentality at that moment, right? The mentality to reach the goal that they wanted to reach financially. Maybe they didn't even have that goal because they just didn't have the financial blueprint, and this comes from behind, right? So right now, today, you might have a lot of goals, but the goal to reach your financial success, for example, in order to get there, you will have to modify, to change your financial blueprint. One of the paradigms that you have in your head, you will have to change it and morph it into something completely different that is going to bring you towards the goal that you want to get to. Now, let me not go into all this complexity yet. So I'm going just to break it down, show you the system, and then this is going to be a very action-based video. So I have seen a lot of YouTube videos. I have seen a lot of different material. And one of the things that I always notice is that many of these materials, they show you a guide. They tell you what to do. But then what happens? You listen to it. You watch the video. You feel it's entertaining, but then you don't apply it. And when you don't apply it, then you really do not understand the lesson. The thing is that whenever you learn something, whenever you start getting into the process of self-development, you always need to apply it. If you don't have action, then it's like the knowledge doesn't happen. Knowledge without action is not really knowledge. It's not really something that you learned. You got to take action if you want to have that knowledge ingrained into you, and if you want to make progress towards it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a live example. I'm going to do this with you. We're going to do it together. And I'm going to show you step by step how we're going to be setting up goals in all different 4 categories of life. These are the main 4 categories. And in order to do that, we're going to go into the board in a couple of minutes, and I'm going to be writing down things that I would like you to write down as well in a notebook. So if you're watching this video, if you're listening to me talk and you're watching this video, I will tell you right now, grab a notebook, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, because we're going to get some work done. We're going to be writing down stuff. We're going to be reorganizing. We're going to be reprogramming your goals. This is kind of like a way of recalibrating your personal compass so that we can move towards the direction that is going to bring you success in life. That being said, let me go over to the board and we're going to talk a little bit more. So all right, so we're here on the whiteboard, and we're going to be taking a look at a couple of things. As I mentioned before, we are going to grab the main four categories that I believe are the main 4 categories of life. And what are these 4 categories? So we have health. By the way, you can write this down on your paper, right? So we have health. Then we have finance. We have family. And we have spiritual. All right, these are the 4 categories that I believe are the target that you gotta aim to. Now, each of you have a different definition of these ones, but I'm going to tell you how this is gonna work. This is an exercise that is gonna be very interactive, as I mentioned. So let's start tackling the first one. We're gonna tackle health. So what I would like you to do is, on your phone, set a timer, and you're gonna set a timer for 5 minutes, right? And in that timer of 5 minutes, which I am about to do right now, by the way, so I want to give you proof that what I'm doing is actually a system that works. So I'm setting a timer right now on my phone for 5 minutes, and okay, I have it all set up and ready. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to write down a list, right? And this list is simply gonna be whatever comes to my mind in regards of health. But this has to be things that I want to be at, things that I would love to see myself in me when I get to an age of 45, 50, 55. This is thinking about my future, right? There is this exercise that you got to look at yourself with the end in mind in order to develop the journey that you're going to need to get to that end. Meaning, if you want to get to be fit at a certain age, then you have to start early to get to that goal. So this is something similar. We're going to be thinking about goals in regards to health that we want to have when we get to our life point, when we're 50, 60, or the moment that we just want to retire, that we want to be living a healthy lifestyle in 20, 30 years from now. That's what we're going to be writing here. Whatever we think is our definition of health and whatever we want for ourselves. Now, keep in mind, this health also includes things like fitness, includes things like your personal health, any illnesses you have, and so on and so forth. That being said, I'm going to start 5 minutes timer. You're going to see my example of the things that I'm writing down. I have done this before. I did this way back, and this has helped me get through my goals and get through my systems. And we're going to do it together right now because I want you to get the benefit out of it. All right, so here we go. Timers are starting in 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to be writing down, and I'm going to be talking about a few things while I write down because I want to give you some guidance. However, feel free to stop the video and just write down your 5 minutes of brainstorming in this scenario. I'm not gonna tell you how we're gonna reach the end point yet, but first, that's all I would like you to do. Just write down things, everything that comes to mind about health in 5 minutes. Here we go. Timer begins now. All right, so I got my timer running. I am going to write down a couple of things. So when I am older, I would like to have a healthy weight. So healthy weight. Now, this is not defined enough. So healthy weight, what is a healthy weight for me? Personally, for me, this is talking about being between 165 to 175 pounds. This is personally me, right? But everybody has different parameters in this. Then I want to be able to live a fit life. So what does it mean, fit life? Well, I want to be able to, you have to define your goals a little bit more. So what is this? Well, I want to be able to have the fitness that will allow me to keep the healthy weight, and a fitness that will allow me to, let's add something to this, to be able to run 50 minutes without creating physical stress. All right, so that's one. Then let's do another one for health. So I would like to, as a matter of fact, personally, in my sense, I did have a little bit of problem with cholesterol in the past. So I would like to have, keep healthy cholesterol levels. I would like to, let's see, let me think about a couple more things in health. I would like to eat healthy, eat a healthy diet. All right, I would like to, where do I want to be when I'm older? Well, I would like to not have to worry. I mean, you never know, but I would like not to have to worry about being sick. Why? Because I want to be healthy and alive to be with my family. So this is actually a good one. Look, something came out. I want to be healthy to enjoy my kids, my grandkids, and company of family. Then I see I have a minute and 30 seconds left. So let me think about a few more in terms of health. I want, let's see, another one that will come up. I want to have my health checks under control. I want to have a habit. I want to carry this towards my older life. I want to have a habit of working out at least 3 times per week. And let me see if I can think of any other thing related to health. I want to be healthy, enjoy my kids, grandkids. I want to live a long life without major complications. And I see here that my timer just went off. All right, so take a look at what I just did here. I was just brainstorming ideas, just whatever ideas came to mind. And you were with me, we were doing it together, right? These are the things that are in my list. In your list, you can have a lot more. You can have different things. It's different for everyone. So now, what I'm going to do, now that I tackled the health one, from all of these ones right here, I'm just going to pick my top 5. All right? So let's see my top 5. I believe, my personal opinion, I believe that keeping a healthy weight, it's crucial. Then in order to keep a healthy weight, I need to be able to eat healthy, right? So if I eat healthy and I keep a fit life, then I'm gonna have a healthy weight, right? So these ones are important, but if you see, these ones are kind of connected with this one, so I'm not gonna circle it yet because I only have 5 choices, and I want to make those 5 choices the best 5 choices that I can possibly do, because this is determining the destination that I'm gonna get to with my life, right? So I want to be healthy to enjoy my kids, grandkids, and company of family. I think this is very important for me. This is actually one of the golden ones. I consider this very, very important, right? So we have 2. Now, I want to have my health checks under control. I want to live a long life without major complications. I want to work out at least 3 times per week. You see, there are some of them that are kind of repetitive. Now, this one, I want to have my health checks under control. I think this one's necessary. So I'm going to circle that one, because this one, I can keep my healthy cholesterol levels, but you know what? Keeping my health checks under control is actually going to bring me the healthy cholesterol levels. Now, I know I want to keep a healthy weight. I want to also make sure that I live a long life without any major complications. So I think eating a healthy diet is another one that is very important for me, to make sure that I conserve this for a very long time. And then I see having a fit life, running about 15 minutes without creating stress in myself, working out at least 3 times per week. Let me see which one I pick from here. And this is a process that you're going to go through when you're home. When you're doing this, it's going to be a process where you have to decide which ones they are. I wanted to give you a live example so that you see. So I want to live a long life without major complications. Well, I think in my scenario, I think that I'm going to pick this one, working out at least 3 times per week. Because this one, the living a long life without complications, healthy cholesterol level, and fit life, they're kind of associated with the other ones that we have here. All right. So we have our top 5. We have this one, we have this one, we have this one, and this one, and this one. All right. So what I would like you to do is when you have your 5, when you pick your top 5, just put them on the side and don't do anything else with it. Just put them on the side. And then you're going to go and you're going to do the same process for the next category, which in this case, it will be finance, right? So this process that we just did with health, I would like you to repeat it with all the other ones, okay? Just for the purposes of this video, because I don't want you to drag it too long, I'm not going to do finance, family, and spiritual. At least not for the full 5 minutes. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of it. But you saw a live example of how I did this one, right? So, step 1, you're going to break it down into 5 different, your top 5 different things that you want to accomplish in your life, right? I'm going to go ahead and move over a little bit more here so that I can do a bit more about finance. All right, I think this is about it. All right. So we were gonna tackle the category of finance right now, right? So we have finance. You know the drill. You can set your timer for 5 minutes. Then grab your notebook, your pen, and then you begin writing. All right. I am going to put the 5 minutes, and I might not finish the whole 5 minutes, but I'm just gonna do this for the purposes of demonstration. So 5 minutes are running. Okay, finance. What do I want? I want to be able to travel whenever I want. I want to be able to be financially free. I want to be able to live wherever I want. I want to be able to provide a comfortable lifestyle for my family and me. I want to be able to run multiple businesses. I want to be able to make passive income. With something that fulfills me. What else do we have? Let's see. Financially free. I will like to be able to afford, provide a comfortable lifestyle for my family and me. All right. So I could keep going with this list, but I'm gonna cut the list down right now. I have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, but I'm just gonna cut it there because I don't want to drag this too long, as I mentioned before. So in finance, you're also gonna keep writing. There's gonna be more. You're gonna write down all of the different ones, and then you're gonna go through the same process. You're gonna pick the top 5, right? So in my case, I'm gonna just pick this one. I want to live where I want. I want to provide a family, and then I want to run multiple businesses. I want to be financially free, just for example, right? I will have a lot more, but it's just for the sake of it. All right, so we're done with the finance section. So now we're going to repeat the process once more. And this time, we're going to do it for the next category. Do you remember what the next category was? Well, next category is a nice one. It's the family. So what are we going to do with the family? Well, same thing. We're going to set a timer for 5 minutes. All right, so let me just take that off. So it's a 5 minutes timer. And then you are going to write down everything that has to do with family. My timer just started, so I'm going to get to work on it. I am going to write down, let me see. So in family, I would like to be able to be a great dad. As I mentioned, these things are personal, right? So be a great dad. I would like to have my family relationships nurtured. I would like to, this is actually a goal of mine, I would like to build and engage with my family tree. I would like to be a good son. um, a good brother, um, a good family member, basically. Then what else I would like in family? I would like to. I also consider family as the family and relationships. So I would like to have a circle of friends that feel like family. I would like to create bonds with my family members, with family and friends. I would like to let's see, what else do we have in family? All right, same thing. I'm just gonna stop it there. I don't want to drag it too long. So I could keep going, right? There's a lot more. Remember, this is a personal exercise each of you are going to do. But I just gave you some overview here of some ideas, and then you're gonna have your own list. So I'm gonna go and repeat the process one more time. I'm gonna pick 5 out of this. So I wanna be a great dad, and then I want to have my family relationships nurture. I want to be a good son, brother, circle of friends, bonds with my family and friends, and so on and so forth, right? So I picked 5 of them. Now we have a final category in our list of goals. That final category is spiritual. In order to live a balanced life, I believe that you need to have those 4 categories in your life under control. You need to have health, you need to have finance, you need to have family, and you need to have spiritual under control. So now we're going to repeat the process one more time. So it's going to be a 5-minute timer for spiritual, and then we're going to just grab a pen and start writing, right? So in my case, I'm going to put the timer. It's going to begin. So I want to understand, let's see, the meaning of my life. I want to be able to serve in church. Now, this is my personal goal, as I mentioned, right? So yours can be 1,000 things different. You can even like just be doing meditation. Even if you're an atheist, there's still ways that you can connect with some spirituality. This has a definition, you can call it infinite intelligence, the subconscious mind, you can call it God, you can call it many things. We all have some type of belief that can be categorized as a spiritual. That being said, going back to this, so we have, all right, so understand the meaning of life, serving church. I would like to personally be able to live under the commandments of God. All right. Then I would like to be able to spread the knowledge I gather in my research. All right, then I would like to, what else we have? I would like to be able to share my beliefs with my daughter and any future kids that I have, and so on. I'm gonna stop it there. There's a lot more, right? I could keep going. As I said, this is a brainstorming session. This is things just popping up to my mind, but I'm gonna stop it there just for the purposes of what we're doing. Same thing, you grab a different type of marker or even the same one that you have, and then you just circle 5 of them, right? So just for the sake of this, I'm gonna circle this 5 so that you can see them. Alrighty, so we have this. All right, just to recap, what do we have now? We have the spiritual 5 things that you picked. We have the family 5 things that you picked. We have the finance 5 things that you picked. And you have the health, the 5 things that you pick. So what happens now? All right, so now you have to kind of break down this into more steps. These steps that you're going to have to do are going to help you get a lot closer to where you want to get, all right? So I'm going to grab one of them as an example. So this one, health. So health, we want to live a healthy lifestyle. We want to eat a healthy diet. We want to get through all these things, right? So the big question is, if I want to get to this point, all right, what do I have to do in the whole year? What do I have to do in a few months? What do I have to do in a few days? Let me explain to you this. So I'm going to go here. So what you have right now, you have what is called the main goal, right? Main goal is the main goals that you have, which are the categories that I mentioned before. Those are the main goals, right? So in health, we have those 5, right, that we picked before. So now, remember, the person who is 55, 60, let's put 60 as an example, 60 years plus, that's the person that will have achieved these 5 goals, right? So, the person that you are now, how does this person reach this goal? And that's where the magic of this system comes into play. You need to start breaking it down and focusing on small, consistent steps that will bring you towards those goals. So, what does that mean? That means that you have to do, I like to break it down by doing a chart. So I like to break it down as the 5 years. I like to break it down as the 1 year. Then I like to break it down as the 6 months, as the 1 month, 1 week, and today. All right, let's kind of break down some of these goals a little bit so that you can get the idea of how this system works, right? So let's take a look at the health goals. So we had, first one, healthy weight, 165 to 175, eat a healthy diet. I want to be healthy, enjoy my kids, grandkids. I want to have my health checks under control. I want to work out at least 3 times per week, right? Okay, let's grab one of them. Let's grab the eat a healthy diet. So if when I'm 60, I want to eat a healthy diet and all that, right? Then that means that 5 years from now, I need to already have my eating habits under control, right? So running from that, eating habits under control. All right. Now, this could have a lot of definitions, but have the eating habits under control, right? Then in 1 year, right? Oh, you will say the same, eating habits under control. Yes, but we can specify a bit more, right? What does mean eating habits under control? Well, by 1 year, I need to be able to be following a healthy diet plan. The healthy diet plan can be done by me, but it has to be something healthy, right? 6 months from now. So it is said that it takes anywhere from 30 to 60 days to develop a habit. So the habit is still not formed here. That's why your goal is there, right? So 6 months from now, all right, you're going to have to, if you hadn't have follow a healthy diet plan and you're here in 6 months, so you're going to have to, in this case, I will say the same thing, following the healthy diet plan, right? So it takes a bit of time to get there. 1 month, we're going to have to be able to track down the progress of our diet. Then 1 week, okay, 1 week, we're definitely gonna have to track down foods and track down what's actually being put inside of my body. What can I do today? Well, today I can develop the diet that I will follow. All right. So if you want to be a person that eats healthy when you're 60, do not wait until you're 60 to start eating healthy. You got to start today and then build it up and build it up and build it up, right? So today I will develop a diet that I will follow. Now, this doesn't stop there, but this is one of them. So we'll develop a diet that I will follow. Then 1 week from now, I'm going to track down the food that I'm eating. I'm going to make adjustments. 1 month from now, I'm going to track down the progress of my diet and see if I have to change anything on the diet, right? Then 6 months, I'm going to keep following the healthy diet plan, but I'm also going to be tracking down and making changes. 1 year from now, I'm still going to be following the healthy diet plan. By now, but this, like at this point, this process should have already become somewhat automatic, right? But still, I'm going to keep tracking it. By 5 years, after doing this for a total of 5 years, my eating habits have to be under control completely. This has to be a second nature for me. When I get to 45, 50, 60, or when I get to my ideal goal or my ideal age, I will have already reached my goal of eating healthy. Why? Because I did a series of small, consistent steps, breaking down into a couple of different checkpoints that make things a bit easier when I need to get to that end point. So if you have something that is huge, like reaching this goal, you can break it down and you can make it a lot easier so that you can little by little chip at that goal and get to the point that you want to get to. All right. So this process that I did right now, I would like you to do something similar with all of your goals. As I said, this takes work. This takes time. This is not something that is going to happen like overnight. For me, it took me approximately 4 days of writing down every morning for about 1 to 2 hours every day, doing a complete self-analysis of what my destination was. But the results were worth it. I'll tell you that. All right. So we're going back to this ones, right? So you're going to put, that was eating a healthy diet. You're going to healthy weight, and you're going to do the same thing, right? Whatever measurement of weight you're at, you're going to start implementing a plan that will get you towards that goal. And the same thing will repeat with all of the other ones. We're not going to do all of them right now because it's going to take a very long time to do that. And I don't want to bring you through all that, right? So some of the key takeaways of what we're doing right now. So just to recap a bit. So step 1, you're going to separate 4 categories. You're going to separate, as I mentioned before, health, finance, family, and spiritual. Step 2, you're going to write for 5 minutes uninterrupted, okay? So try to do it in a place that you're quiet. I would suggest you put some motivational or just some instrumental music in your headphones and just do it in a moment that you can have time with yourself. So you're going to write for 5 minutes in each of these categories, and you're going to come up with a list, okay? So write for 5 minutes, come up with a list of each of these ones, right? Number 3, from that list, you're going to pick your top 5 things you want to reach. So top 5 things. Actually, let me rephrase that. Your top 5 goals that you have in each of these categories. All right. Number 4, you're gonna grab each of those goals. All right, so grab each goal and you're going to break it down. How you're gonna break it down? You're gonna break it down into a series of steps, and these steps are starting with the destination, right? So final destination. Then you're gonna break down the 5-year goal. You're gonna break down the 1-year goal. You're gonna write down the 6-month goal. You're gonna break down the 1-month goal, 1 week, and finally today. All right, so this right here, it's gonna be your game plan for each of your goals. All right, now this goal setting method has brought me a lot of success in different areas. All right, but these are the steps that you gotta follow, and it's gonna be a lot of work. It's gonna be hard work to finish this off, but if you do it diligently, you're gonna get the results. I can assure you that, because it's working for me and it will work for you, but it takes a lot of time, a lot of analyzing yourself. All right, so just to conclude, one more time. Step 1, create 4 categories in a notebook: health, finance, family, spiritual. In there, you're gonna put a timer for 5 minutes and you're gonna write down, brainstorm nonstop each of these categories for 5 minutes. And from there, you're gonna pick the 5 top goals. Then you're gonna, each goal, break it down into a series of steps that you can use to reach that goal. Some of them will be easier to break down, some of them will be harder, and this takes time. In another video, I will show you how you can actually do this process in an easier way. We can definitely discuss that in the next time, because there are ways that you can actually do this. You can get to the destination better. There are ways on how to set up each of these goals that I have implemented. But for now, this is a good starting point. This is a good groundwork that will have you working on this for quite a few days, right? Expectations. So let me just do the final slide. I'm about to finish up right here, but let me the final slide here. So what will be your expectation of this system? So your expectations are simple. You will reach your goals. I mean, I know it sounds bad, right? But it sounds like an easy thing, but no, you will reach your goals. I can tell you that. Now, in reality, it will be a lot of hard work. This will be very, very hard. And you know what? This week, I'm gonna challenge you. Take this week to complete this assignment that I just gave you. Once you have your goals written down, once you have your plan written down, follow it. And follow it for 1 week. Right? And after that, I would like you to think back on it. See if you saw any progress. And also think back on it and see how much of it you're actually following through. Because the first step, or the first thing, is to define the goal or the destination. All right, so define destination, which is completely fine. There is a guide, I show you, there's a process. But the hardest part of this is actually moving towards the destination. Okay? So I can help you with this one. This one, I'm giving you the methods. I'm telling you what to do. But this one, that's you. This one, you need to find your method. You need to find the way that you're going to move towards your destination. And the only way to make this happen is if you have a clear, definite path of where you're going. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here for today. So let me go back to the other screen. Get out of the thing here. So, all right. So guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. It's already been a bit of a long video. It's about 45 minutes. I wanted to dive deeper into it. I wanted to give you an example of how you can apply this system that will revolutionize your life. It will change drastically everything, your destination. It will bring you to a point, to a place where maybe you were not sure that we were gonna get to, right? Each of us have our own individual goals. I have my own individual goals. You have yours. However, it's true that it's proven actually that if you don't know where you're going, you will not reach your destination. You need to have a map. You need to have a roadway. You need to have a way, that something that tells you where to go, so that you can set your live GPS, right? And where's your live GPS? This is in your subconscious mind and in your conscious mind, both, right? So whatever signals you put into your mind, they are in your conscious mind, right? These are the decisions you make. These are the things you write down. These are the things that you are determining, right, to follow right now. But then all this information, if you do it long enough, if you write it down, if you start implementing it, and then you repeat it every day, and then you do affirmations about it, and then you keep on working on it and recalibrating your goals on a consistent basis, they will start getting ingrained into your subconscious mind. And that's where the power comes into play, which we will talk about more in another video. But you have all the necessary tools to reach whatever goal it is that you have in mind. It doesn't matter what it is. We all have in a day 24 hours. We all have, this doesn't change. It's all the same. We all have 24 hours. We all have the same resources. I'm not talking about monetary resources. I'm talking about this, what you're using right now, the internet. We live in a connected age. All of us have internet. All of us have knowledge, have resources that you can use to reach your goals, whatever your goals are, right? So why not use it? Why not get in there? Well, the reason is that a lot of people just don't want to use it or don't know how to use it. The fact is that, you can have 100 people that want to be successful, and from them, they almost everybody will say they want to be successful. They have 1,000 goals. They want to do this. Even if I ask any of you, you're going to be like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to be famous. I want to run my own business. I want to do this, that. But you know what? These are just words. If you don't write it down, if you don't set goals, if you don't set a destination, you will not get there. Period. That's it. You will not get to your destination if you don't have a clear path to get to your destination. That is the purpose of this video that I'm giving you. I want to share that knowledge. I want to give you the tool that is going to bring you towards your destination. I want to be able to look back a few years from here and say, wow, look at that person that wrote me a comment that said whatever in the comment, follow the system. And right now they are on their way to reach their goals. That is one of the things that I would really like each of you to get there. All right, we'll talk more in the following videos. Apply the system. Do not let this video be forgotten. Do not let the system go away without at least giving it a shot. I'm telling you, believe me, put the effort into it. Give it an hour, 2 hours for a few days, every day, writing down. You can do it in the morning, you can do it in the evenings. Personally, what I did is that I just set up my alarm 1 hour earlier every morning, and I just wrote down every morning. That's it. That's all you need to do. And once you start writing, a whole world is going to open up to you. You're going to have a picture of where you're going. That picture is going to work as a motivation to even develop more goals. And then you're going to develop those goals, and that's going to be a motivation to develop more goals. And as I mentioned, all this is going to be connected with how you're going to reach those checkpoints. And once you reach the checkpoints, you're going to have the signal into your brain that you actually reach a goal, which will motivate you to get more goals, and so on and so forth. It's a system that if you follow it through, it's going to bring you towards the destination that you want to get to. All right, guys, I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed the system. If you found any value at all, anything at all from what I said. I know it's been a long video, but if you found anything that you think that can help you, or if you follow the system and it works for you, or if you know anybody that could benefit from this, somebody that you see that needs direction in their life, almost all of us do, but somebody that you see that could really benefit from a video like this, share the video with them and give me a comment. Like, leave me a comment below. I would like to read your comments. I would like to get your opinions on the value that you might get from this video. As a matter of fact, if you follow the process, write down a comment. If you don't follow the process, write down a comment as well and let me know why. Let me know if you have a different method that might work better to finding the destination, because maybe I can use that to show it in another video. If you want more videos like this to help you, to guide you, to give you all the knowledge that I have gathered through all these years in this area, also leave me a comment. I have a lot more things that I can show you, but it all starts with one thing. And you know what that thing is? Writing down your goals, defining your destination, and start moving towards it. Take action today. Do not wait. Words are just words. Plans are just plans. Everybody has a plan. You know what people don't have? They don't have the determination to follow their map towards the destination. And they don't have the willingness to take action to make things happen and reach their goals. I don't want that to be you. I want you to be the person that reaches your goals. I want to be that guide, that person, right, that tells you that you can do it as long as you define your destination. All right. Have a great rest of the day, rest of the evening, and I will see you on the next video. And I will love if you can send me, as I said, some comments down below, so that way I can talk to you, I can reply to you, and we can build a community of people that have like-minded ideas, and it will also give me ideas to help you out in the future. All right? Have a great rest of the evening. See you next time.